The lion might be the king of the jungle, but that doesn't make it invincible. While most animals tremble in fear at the sight of a lion, sometimes just being a lion isn't enough to scare away some animals. There are some that aren't afraid to stand their ground. From a buffalo wiping out a lion, to a zebra refusing to give up, and a rhino defying all odds to defend itself. Join us as we take a look at 10 times lions messed with the wrong opponent and paid the price for it. Number 10. Zebra takes the fight to a lioness. Zebras are the easiest targets for big cats to make a quick meal out of, mostly because of how weak they are. Zebras lack defensive abilities and usually go down without putting up much of a fight. Lions don't need to put in a lot of effort to hunt a zebra. At most, the lion has to track down a zebra and chase after it. The rest is pretty easy for the king of the jungle. But things don't always pan out so smoothly out in the wild. This gutsy zebra left everyone with their jaws dropped when it held its own against a lion. This lion was wrong to mistake the zebra for an easy catch. It jumps on its back and tries to bring the zebra down. However, the prey isn't in the mood to become food today. Not only does the zebra refuse to go down, but it also causes serious damage to the big cat by dragging it to the ground. Now that's some strength, considering that a fully grown lion can weigh more than 200 kilograms. The zebra keeps running and kicking the lion, taking every chance to deliver a powerful shot at the lion to pry it off its back. The zebra stumbles at a point, making it seem like the fight is over, but this animal isn't about to give up after putting up such an impressive fight. The zebra fights some more, and eventually frees itself from the grip of the lion and runs off to join its herd. Number 9. Giraffe stomps lion to a pulp. Who knew giraffes had this much fight in them? This lioness made the grave mistake of attacking a giraffe all alone, without its pride providing backup. The lion pounces on the giraffe, but that ends up backfiring terribly. The giraffe deflects the lion's attack, knocking it down to the ground. The giraffe then counters the attack by using its massive legs to stomp the already beaten down lion. The giraffe delivers a few powerful blows straight to the spine of the lion. Amazingly, the lion was able to get back up after suffering from its vicious beating.
Before we move on, we've got a speed challenge for you. If you subscribe to Facts Junkie and hit the bell icon in the next 5 seconds, you'll win 10 years of incredible luck. Give it a shot, it actually works.
Number 8. Rhino takes on lion. What could be easier than taking down an animal that's already stuck in the mud? While for most regular animals, this predicament might be disastrous, rhinos are no regular animals. These giant beasts are capable of doing the impossible. These lions thought it was their lucky day when they came across a rhino which was stuck in a pool of mud and couldn't get out. The rhino senses the danger he is in and starts trying even harder to get out of the mud. The 3 lions start closing in on the rhino, but just at the last moment, the rhino starts to free up and gains mobility. It fights its way out of the mud, and these lions were a little smarter. They would have immediately fled the scene, but they were foolish enough to attempt an attack on an already aggravated rhinoceros. But it is no piece of cake to take down a rhino with its huge horns and armor-like skin. The rhino charges at them, determined to wipe them out. The lions sense that they might have bitten off way more than they can chew and flee the scene with their tails tucked between their legs. Number 7. Honey badger takes the fight to lions. Honey badgers are known to be fearless and absolutely brutal. They do not believe in backing down from a fight and don't bow down to anyone, even if it's the king of the jungle. This honey badger puts up a hell of a fight against 6 fully grown lions, despite being a tenth of their size. Even after put down many times, the honey badger gets back up, even more determined to fight. Number 6. Buffalo shows lions who's boss. Despite their reputation, buffaloes are one of the most dangerous animals in the wild. These massive herbivores may appear to be unassuming, placid, and rather lazy cow-like creatures, but the reality of these animals is quite different. They are ferocious beasts that can charge at their targets at a speed of 30 miles per hour, and once they have locked their gaze onto something, there isn't a lot that can budge them. They can use their giant horns to completely wipe out animals. They are incredibly strong and fierce. When this buffalo noticed that a pride of lions was creeping up on his friend, he sprung into action. The buffalo charges straight into a lioness, flipping it inside out. But the most gruesome part of this attack has to be when the lion's leg gets stuck on the buffalo's horn, and it just whips the poor cat around like a rag doll. At first, the rest of the pride were trying to help out their friend, but after witnessing this vicious attack, they decided to mind their own business. Number 5. Mongoose takes on 3 lions. This mongoose beat all kinds of odds when it got into a scuffle with a few lions. The odds are already stacked up against the mongoose in the wild because of its small stature. But what these animals lack in size, they more than make up for in courage. While it may be somewhat believable for a mongoose to take on 1 lion, taking on 3 different lions at the same time puts this mongoose on a completely different level. The plucky mongoose shows no signs of being afraid and takes on the 3 lions head on. It doesn't let any of the lions get too close to it. Every time a lion approaches the mongoose, it lets out a threatening hiss, which forces the lions to back off. The mongoose take turns fighting each lion on its own. It's amazing how this mongoose manages to scare lions that are way larger than him, so much so that they start backing up on their own. Number 4. Elephant fights off lions. We don't know what these lions were thinking when they decided to go up against an elephant, especially a mother. The lions slowly creep up on the mother and her cub, but the elephant jumps straight into action without skipping a beat. She charges toward the lions, letting out powerful roars with her trumpet. The lions try everything in order to at least get their paws on the cub, but the little one is smart enough to know that it's better to stay close to mom in this sort of situation. The elephant gives the lions no chance to get in any sort of offense. She keeps outmaneuvering them at every turn. The lions eventually realize the chances of having elephants on the menu tonight are slim and back off. Number 3. Crocodile fights lions. It isn't any secret that crocodiles are one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. But it seems like these lions might have missed the memo. Otherwise, why would anyone in their right mind decide to take on this beast that can snap limbs off in a single stroke and send someone into a coma with a single whip of its tail? The lions attempt to gang up on the croc, but fail miserably. The crocodile spins around in the water, forcing the lions to back up. Then, the croc opens its mouth wide, revealing its massive teeth. This is the moment where the lions decide that it's best that the reptile is left alone. Number 2. Lions can't take down a porcupine. This porcupine just gave us definitive proof that size in fact does not matter. A group of lion cubs were picking on a lone porcupine, thinking that it was an easy target. Little did they know that the tiny rodent carried a defense mechanism that even their sharp teeth couldn't penetrate. Every time a lion gets too close, the porcupine pricks up its sharp quills and stabs the cubs. The lions eventually give up after realizing that the porcupine was just too much for them to handle. Number 1. Wildebeest versus lion. If you've ever seen a nature documentary, you must know that wildebeest are the prime targets for big cat aggression. Well, this wildebeest decided to take it upon himself to shed off that reputation. The bull corners a lion into a tree using its horns and delivers a few powerful headbutts. The lion slips out and tries to make a run for it, but the wildebeest catches up and turns the lion inside out with a powerful blow. Alright, do you know any other animals that can stand their ground against lions? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to Facts Junkie for more. See you in the next one.